Imagine this, a world where human beings are no longer free. The streets are quiet, not because of peace, but because every step is monitored. The concept of autonomy is a distant memory. Welcome to the People's Zoo, a dystopian reality where the population is not governed by laws. They're controlled like animals in a cage. In today's episode, we're diving headfirst into a dark, futuristic world where authoritarian governments turn their citizens into exhibits. We often think of dystopian futures as oppressive regimes controlling people through fear, violence, and manipulation. But let's go a step further. What if citizens are so dehumanized that they are treated like pets? In this dystopia, people are kept in confined districts, heavily monitored, their movements tracked, and their thoughts recorded. It's not just about survival. It's about reducing the human spirit to something manageable, predictable, and ultimately owned. The state has created people's zoos, where citizens are the exhibits. It's a complete rejection of freedom in favor of strict control. These zoos aren't just for the entertainment of the elite. They are a symbol of how far the regime has gone in erasing individuality. Everyone has a role, not a life. You get fed at specific times, you sleep in designated spaces, and your entire existence is curated for the regime's benefit. Imagine this dystopia takes place in a futuristic city, divided into controlled sectors called habitats. One of these habitats, the urban zoo, houses 10,000 residents in tightly controlled environments where every action is documented, and their daily lives are broadcast to the outside world, both for other citizens to watch and for the ruling class to observe. The People's Zoo doesn't rely on bars or visible chains. It uses technology. Smart collars monitor each person's heart rate, emotions, and even their brainwaves. Drones hover above, ensuring that no one steps out of line. No crime, no rebellion, and no disorder is possible because even the thought of it is detected early. We meet subject number 4159, a 25-year-old male. He's not imprisoned for any crime. He's simply one of the many born into this dystopia. His life is as mundane as it is tragic. Every morning, he wakes up in his assigned cubicle, his meals are delivered on time, and he's forced to perform routine tasks, all under the ever-present eye of the government. His interactions with others are scripted and timed. It's not just his body that's caged, but his mind. When he dreams of escape, his smart collar tightens, delivering a shock that recalibrates his thoughts. For the outside world, this looks like the ultimate form of order. No one is poor, no one is hungry, no one is disobedient. But the cost? Every trace of what makes people human is gone. Let's be honest, some would argue that a world like this has its benefits. The People's Zoo promises complete safety. Crime is eradicated, resources are perfectly managed, efficiency is at an all-time high. No one dies of hunger, no one is left behind. The chaos of human unpredictability is tamed, and there is perfect order. But at what cost? Freedom is not just a luxury, it is fundamental to being human. Without the ability to make choices, to experience failure, success, love, and loss, are we really living, or are we just existing? In the People's Zoo, the state provides for all, but it controls all. Your desires, your fears, your very thoughts are not your own. Authoritarian regimes thrive on the illusion of security. It's the ultimate bait and switch. Give up your freedom for safety, and in return, you become less than human. The People's Zoo is the final form of this bargain, security guaranteed, but at the price of your soul. The advocates of this dystopia might say, but isn't this the only way to stop human conflict? In a way, they're right. Without freedom, conflict disappears, but so does every ounce of individuality, creativity, and meaning in life. So, what's more important, security or freedom? Would you give up your autonomy to live in a world where your every need is taken care of? Or is it better to face the unpredictability of life, knowing that it's in that chaos that we find purpose? The People's Zoo is a glimpse into a future where human beings are reduced to nothing more than controlled animals, stripped of freedom and individuality. And here's the real question for you. How far would you let the state go to protect you? When does protection become prison? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What's your line between freedom and control?